An old boy like me walks in here and looks around at all this stuff, and my eyes just roll back in my head. I mean,
Yes.
how do you deal with this kind of thing?
Well, and I think as you see the mountain over here of the stuff that's come in, the first message to the public is stop, stop. We have enough. We have more than enough. We have so much stuff that we're not going to be able to get it to them. And really and truly, we have no intention of taking a baseball bat and beating them over the head and saying, you must take this stuff. So stop. We got all the material goods we need, okay? And that's what we need to tell the public. So I really appreciate the opportunity to say that. Austin's generosity has been overwhelming, and we're now dealing with the disaster within the disaster, trying to get all this stuff processed. So what we do is we use an army of volunteers, and these guys have been troopers. Tuesday morning we started, this place was empty. We have unloaded 7 semis and other stuff that has come up. We're trying not to get any of that. Please, thank you folks, we appreciate it, but stop. We add it to the pile over here. The volunteers are sorting and processing and what we can take into the store, or not the store, the distribution center. We've already got in there. The tables are full. There's no room for anything else. So we're palletizing it. And as they come in and pick up, we'll take more stuff in.
You mean there's more stuff that's not even here yet?
Well, I'm sure there is. Yeah, and we're trying to tell everybody just stop, just stop. We've got it. We've got what we need to handle this particular disaster.
If you had the opportunity to say stop one more time, I believe you would, wouldn't you?
I think that's the message I'm trying to get out. Please, thank you for your generosity. You guys are a loving community. You have done it over and over and over again. And it's not just us. We've been talking to the folks up in Bastrop, and they are overwhelmed with the donated goods, and et cetera, et cetera. So now we're trying to focus and pull out the best of the very best and give to them the new stuff and everything that we possibly can. So that's what the Army of Volunteers are doing. That's the activity that you see. That's what they're processing and going on, and it's all volunteer. There's no paid employees in here. So we're processing and putting all this stuff in here and getting it ready. They're going to come in, they'll be able to go through and pick as much of what we've got as they want and can possibly use. So all they have to do is prove residence where they were, and we've got the list of who's been damaged, and we're going to go. If they got a FEMA number, that works, we'll use that. Those two things, but it's not a lot of criteria here. We're just looking to get an answer, and as soon as we get it, we turn them loose and let them just go get what they need.
I guess it's theoretically possible that some of them don't have ID.
It's theoretically possible, but if they can find some sort of bill, go back to a place and show them it's that bill, and then we kind of need to help them get that ID. So we'll take that on, and we can refer them to our other social agencies to do exactly that. So.
Do you anticipate this going on for a while?
Well, and that's a question. It kind of depends on how many folks come in, and one of the things we'll be measuring is the number of foot traffic coming in the door. As long as they want to come, we're going to keep our doors open, and we're here and let you come. Could be 2 weeks, could be 3 weeks, may even extend to 4, but after that, we got Christmas to do, and we start shutting down.
Okay, so, as of today, it's Friday morning, your doors opened at 9 o'clock. So far, no real customers.
Nobody's showing up yet, but I feel confident that we will. We've put out the press releases. We're giving away a Walmart gift card to the affected families. That Walmart gift card will help them buy some of the incidentals that they don't get. Then we've got material stuff to give them, and we will give it over and over. Cleanup kits, infant kits, you name it, we've got it. And we will continue to do that. So we're open. We want them to come back, and as often as they need to come back.
Now, when you say over and over, what do you mean by that?
Well, if you come today and you want to come back tomorrow, you can come back tomorrow. If you want to come back the next day, I've got this open here. Whatever you can spend time shopping, there's no limit here for you. Okay, so the whole idea is we want to make sure we've presented everything that's been given to us to you, and that's what we're doing for the victims. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's an overwhelming thing. It's really a nice statement when you've, and I think that's what I'm looking for. That's the piece that I'm here for. If you look at somebody who's lost everything, they've taken a tremendous hit to their psyche, okay, and they're devastated. And we start talking about crisis intervention and the things that we need to help people with. the hit that they take or the pump that they get here almost helps to offset it when they look at it and see, this is how Austin loves me. They did all of this for me. And I want to invite them just to come down to see it. You know, I don't care if you take anything. Just come down to see this, okay? Because it's an incredible outpouring of love. And that's what we're hoping to do.
You used the word limit a moment ago. I want to get back to that. If there is a limit, it seems to me that it is a logistical limit. A lot of these people are over in Bastrop County. Here you are in North Austin.
Yeah, and like I said, we're giving away the gift card, hoping to make it worthwhile for them to come. We want them to come. We want them to see this. We want to be able to assist. But yeah, logistics are an issue. And I'm not sure how we're going to crack that particular issue, but most of the folks have vehicles, and that's one of the things that we're looking at. They have transportation, or they can get a friend to give them a ride over. We want them to come.
Now, there are 2 rooms here. Explain the difference between the 2 rooms.
Well, this is the processing room and the sorting room, and this side over here is raw and all of that stuff. Plus, we've got the limited donations on this side of the wall, and the volunteers are pre-packing this side in what we can give to them. So we'll have a shopping cart full of stuff that we pre-pack here for them that goes on that side of the wall, and they'll get to choose from a couple of choices of shopping carts. Well, I want that one. Okay, that's yours, and you get it. And then everything on that side of the wall is they select. Completely unlimited. Whatever you can find on that side of the wall is all yours. And we call that the distribution center. I made the mistake the other day of saying it's a store. It's not a store. In our vernacular, we set up a distribution center like a store, but the beautiful part is there's no cash register over there, there's no money, and there's no pressure for you to buy. This is come and get. It's there for you. So it's completely unlimited and free on that side of the wall. How's that?
That works. It's not a store.
It's not a store. It's a distribution center.
Except in the old-fashioned way of talking about a store of goods, a collection.
A collection of goods. And the presentation is set up like a store because we want to sort by men and women and sizes so that it's easy to find your stuff, your size. But it's a distribution center. And there's no cash registers, there's no charge. We are not charging for any of this. We had somebody get the mistaken ID that we were putting junk in the store and holding on to the new, because we were going to say, no, that's not happening. And I'll stand on the fact, and I'll invite anybody down to come see the process. This is going to the victims. That's the whole point. And we're going through a lot of trouble to make sure that we get it there for them, and we want them to have it.
You're dealing with more than just foodstuffs and supplies here also. There's a spiritual element to what you're offering.
We have partnered with Billy Graham Ministries, and we have a spiritual care or crisis intervention counselor. These are the guys that will sit and kind of help you work through that sense of loss, because there is no doubt going home and finding your home in ashes is a sense of loss. We have sent spiritual care counselors out on our canteens, roving the areas, stopping at a house, helping a little girl sort through the ashes for necklaces, helping a mother whose son is getting married look for her great aunt's ring to give to the son for the wedding that night. We're sitting down and doing all of that. Those are the things that are invaluable. We can't replace that loss. We can't fix this, okay? We can be here with the love and the hand. And that spiritual care, we think, comes from God. It comes from the volunteers who are motivated to help others. It comes from the message of the Bible that says, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy mind, and all thy strength, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. And that is the manifestation of that second commandment. That's the most incredible part, and they are the recipients of it.